guys, it's Hailey. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a Blake Lively makeup inspired tutorial just like this here on my face. So if you'd like to see how I get this Blake Lively makeup inspired tutorial look, then please keep watching. Okay, so now that I've already put my primer and my foundation on, I am now going to be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 10 Light. I absolutely love this concealer. What it's going to do is just help you erase those dark circles underneath the eyes, and I also like to put it on my eyelid as my eyeshadow primer. And then I'm just going to be taking my beauty blender that is already damp and just blending that all in. Now that I have the concealer already on, I'm now going to be taking the same type of concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me, but in the shade 15, and I believe this is the shade Fair as well. And what I'm going to do is just also put that where I just put my concealer. And I'm also going to put it down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the center of my forehead and my chin. And this is just going to help us highlight and add some contrast to the skin. So I'm also just going to be taking my damp beauty blender again and just blending that all into the face. Now that I have the Blake Lively type of highlight glow underneath the eyes, on my chin and my forehead, just like she has here in this picture, I am now going to be mattifying it with some translucent loose powder. And I'm going to be taking my Airspun loose powder and also on my damp beauty blender and just baking that underneath my eyes. And as well as in the spots where we just put concealer, which was the nose, the forehead, and the chin. Next, to completely mattify the skin, I'm going to be taking that same translucent powder, and with my EcoTools full powder brush, I'm just going to be putting this all over our skin, just so we can mattify the whole face. Next, I'm going to be starting off with the eyes for this look. On this picture that I found of Blake Lively, she has more of a natural smoky eye type of a look, so that's what we're going to go for today. So I am going to be using this NYX, it is the 10 eyeshadow palette in the Runway collection. It's called Caviar and Bubbles, and I'm just going to be going in with this lighter shade right here. They don't have a name to it, but it's just the lightest shade in the palette. And what I'm going to do is just be placing that all over my eyelid. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but not too much to where it overpowers the eyelid. The next eyeshadow color I'm going to be taking is the one that's right next to it. It's more of like a neutral, soft, orangey brown. And I'm going to be taking that with my EcoTools blend brush. It's just more of a blending brush. It looks like that. And I'm just going to put that all over my crease. What this is going to help do is just add some depth to our eyelid, so it's not just all one shade, just like how Blake Lively has in her picture. Next, I'm going to be taking this E.L.F. Cosmetics eyeshadow palette in the shade Natural, and I'm going to be using this darker color right here. And what I'm going to be doing is also taking the EcoTools Dome brush and dipping it in there. And all these eyeshadow palettes that I'm using are definitely affordable. So this is definitely more of a drugstore type of a look to get the Blake Lively, glowy, healthy eyeshadow and skin type of a makeup look. And what I'm doing now is just putting that on my outer V. And this is just going to darken the eyeshadow just a little bit. Now I'm going to be taking this Morphe M441 blending brush and just blending in all of those colors that we put onto our outer V and crease, just so there are no harsh lines. Blake Lively always has a seamless eyeshadow look in all of her photos that I was looking up. So you definitely don't want any harsh lines unless you do like that type of a look. You can definitely make this look your own. I'm just going off of the picture that I found of her. Now, in the picture of Blake Lively that I found, she does not use any eyeliner other than on her bottom waterline. So to make that eyeliner type of effect, I'm going to be taking this darker brown eyeshadow in the NYX palette that I had with a definer brush, or an angled definer brush. And I'm just going to be putting that on the outer part right next to where I would put eyeliner, just on the outer half. Now I'm going to be doing the lower lash line, and I'm going to go back in with the E.L.F. Cosmetics palette that I was using earlier. And I'm going to be going in with this lower lighter taupe shade, as well as this top shade right above it that's more of like a champagne type of a color. And I'm just using this definer brush as well. the flat definer brush. And what I'm going to do is just lightly put that on my lower lash line, just to define it ever so slightly. Now I'm going to be defining the brow bone, and I'm going to be taking the NYX palette in the shade White that they have right here, and just dipping it in with my shade brush ever so slightly. You don't want it to be too pigmented. You just want to add a little bit of color up here so it can separate from your eyebrow. I'm now going to be adding in some white eyeliner on my lower waterline. As you can see here, hopefully in the Blake Lively picture that I have chosen, she does add some white eyeliner to her waterline. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade White and just line my waterline with that. Now that I've already curled my eyelashes, I'm going to be going in with my favorite mascara, the Maybelline Rocket, and just coating my lashes at least twice just to get the length and the volume that Blake Lively has on her eyelashes in the picture. Now that I have finished putting mascara on my top and bottom lashes, I'm now going to be going in with a baked bronzer by Makeup Revolution. It is in the shade Golden Days. It is a baked bronzer, and I picked a baked bronzer just because in the photo Blake Lively does have more of a luminous type of look to her cheeks and her temples. So I'm going to be taking this Morphe E4 brush, and I'm just going to be patting that into the baked bronzer, tapping off the excess, and then just going in circular motions on my cheeks. I'm not too worried about where exactly the bronzer is going. You just want to make sure that you do add some contrast to your face. So I'm putting that all over my cheek area as well as my temples. And this is just going to warm up the skin. Next, after bronzing, I'm going to be taking this LA Girl Strobbing powder in the shade 110 Watt. And in the picture of Blake Lively, I did notice that she had a very defining and bright highlight, so that's why I'm going to be using this. And I'm going to be using this Eco Tools setting brush and just dipping that in, tapping off the excess. And what I'm going to do is put this on my cheekbones to highlight, as well as putting a little bit on my chin, a little bit on my nose, and a little bit on my temples. But really you want to focus the highlighter on your cheekbones. That's where she seemed to have the most highlight. I'm now going to be focusing on the lips from the picture. I'm taking this NYX Lip Liner in the shade Natural, and I'm just going to line my lips. I'm then going to be going in with this NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade Lace Detail. And now I'm going to be going in with this lip gloss. Since in the picture of Blake Lively, she does have very glossy lips. This is the E.L.F. Cosmetics in the shade Amaretto. And last but not least, I'm going to be going in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. What this is going to help do is just mattify the skin, make all the powders that we just put on our face, like our highlighter, our bronzer, as well as the translucent powder, just all set and stay for the day. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching this Blake Lively makeup tutorial. If you did enjoy watching, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as well. That'll notify you when all of my new videos come up. If you also have suggestions for new videos, please leave that in the comment section down below. I will also have all of the drugstore products that I used today on my face in the description box down below as well. And other than that, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!